Hello, and if you're a subscriber of the channel, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, just happened upon it, please feel free to subscribe and follow along as I make my way northbound on the Appalachian Trail on my attempt for this year. I'll be leaving in about a week, and my plan is to upload videos every 2 or 3 days or sooner if connectivity allows. I'll be leaving in just about a week. My next video will be from Amicalola State Falls Park, where the southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail is, and I'll be heading northward back to the home state of Maine. Some things I'll be talking about today are my sleep system. I'm going to test it out, just make sure that I'm taking enough warm clothes and my sleeping bag. I've heard different things from the people on the trail right now. Some people have been sleeping in high 20s, low 30s. I do sleep warm, so I'm not really concerned about that, but I want to try it out. Secondly, see what my pack weight is and get it loaded up. I'm hoping to be under 30 pounds for sure. Thirdly, an app that I'm going to be utilizing. I'll do a quick overview of that. And then lastly, some great information that I stumbled upon with regard to how to receive mail drops on the Appalachian Trail, whether at a post office or an inn or a hostel. I don't plan on doing that a lot, but if you're interested in wanting to do something like that, you make sure you want to get the right information so that you get your package. First up, my little experiment in the backyard. I set my tent up out there and figured I'd spend the night. In Maine right now, it's running low 30s at night, so I thought it would be a good test. And I recommend anyone do this because no matter what your sleeping bag is rated, everyone sleeps differently, and you want to make sure, just don't go by what the number says. You want to actually try it outside. Mine, as you can see here, is rated at 32. I was in a t-shirt and shorts, and the temperature got down to about 33, and I was a little chilly and definitely would have needed a thermal or a puffy coat or something like that. So I highly recommend testing out your tent. Secondly, we'll take a look at some of the things here, just a little flyover of the gear that I'm taking. I won't go into each one individually. I did do a preview on a previous video that went into the big four. But it's a lot of the stuff that everyone takes. I packed my bag, and with 2 liters of water and 3 days food, I'm just under 29 pounds. So I'm pretty happy with that starting weight, and I'll probably even get it lower than that. The app that I'll be utilizing this year on my NOBO attempt will be the Far Out app. I've talked to plenty of people that I know personally who have used it and raved about it, plus just online reviews, etc. It really seems like it's a useful app. Just from what I've been able to tell here, I'm sure I'll realize more how useful it can be once I get on the trail. I use iPhone. I'm sure it's available in the Google Play Store as well for Androids. You just go into the App Store, type in Far Out. This will come up right here. Open it up. It's free to use or follow someone. You just put in username, passwords. You can say here my name comes up. My trail name Sloggy. My username is the one below it, bcamp, all caps. Anyone who wants to follow me this year on my check-ins, and I'll show you what a check-in actually is and what it looks like. Feel free to follow along. If you want to do that or follow anybody else that uses it, just click the social button down at the bottom, fourth over from the right, left, and you can just search by username, search for hikers, and it'll bring it right up. Once you find the hiker you want to follow and they approve your follow request, you'll start to see their check-ins every time they do it. You can see here, it just gives basically a little description of whatever they write in for the day and how the day went. What I really like is it shows what mile marker they are if they're going northbound on the Appalachian Trail, which this hiker is. You can see this person checked in at mile 60.1. Another cool feature is in the top right corner, you can see the 3 dots. If you tap on those, it gives you additional options, which I'll talk about next. Some of them are where you can see them on the trail, and it also gives you the elevation profile too, so you can watch them go up and down. And this is what it looks like here. You can see the different check-in tools, view profile, view on map, and also view elevation. And I'll show you some examples of those. So if you click view on map, it kind of gives you this top-down view, and you can see here this camper set up camp just a little north of the lean-to. What I really think is cool if you click on view on elevation, so it's the same view only from the side, and you can see that they were about 5,000 feet, so you can see the hard work it took to get there. That's just 2 or 3 simple ways to use the Far Out app. There's actually some really good YouTube videos where people go into depth more, and I would invite you to check those out if you want to get some more details on using it, and I'll put a couple links in my comment section. And lastly, some really good information that I found in the 2024 AT Guide by David A. Wall Miller and Anti-Gravity Gear. They just have some really great instructions here on how to receive mail drops from home at both a post office and a business such as a hostel or an inn. And I'll make sure to put a link to that guide in the comment section of the video. But I just thought it was really helpful because I do get this question a lot. And if you're waiting for some important gear or food or resupply from home, you want to make sure you have the right information to receive it. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them down below. And probably my next video will be from Amicalola State Falls Park in just about a week. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and follow along.